I couldn't explain, and I knew my mother had too, but she'd denied everything. I didn't want to distress her, which I was certain to do if I reminded her that my brother had been shooting purple lightning from his fingers. The habit of not worrying my mother was hard to break. Since my father's death 2 years ago, we'd lost nearly everything. She was so frail that I'd kept the worst of our financial troubles from her. My marriage to Patrick was supposed to help us, and yet, what did it matter now? I was supposed to die. How did one say, "Well, Mama, it seems I might be this veleda you say doesn't exist, and I have to die on Samhain"? I decided to blurt it out. Grandma said I was the veleda. Mama's sigh was pained. Don't tell me you believe her. And I suppose she told you that you have to sacrifice yourself for some foolish choice, and that you must die. I stared at her. I've heard the stories too, Grace. When the Fianna are called from their undying sleep, the veleda must decide if their fight is worthy, and then she must sacrifice her life to her choice. But this is the 19th century. There's a reason most Irish are living in the slums. Superstition and nonsense keeps them backward. Patrick believes it, I said. Patrick's father was no better than your grandmother, collecting all those relics. They're from days long gone, Grace. Some of them still have the old magic, Mama. My old hunting horn, the one Aiden lost in a bet, I started to say, but then bit back my brother's name. That was lost. Remember it? Patrick says it was the Duibhne. The horn meant to call the Fianna? My mother's voice rose. Ancient warriors? Really? And where are those august heroes now? In a tenement near Mulberry Street, pretending to be a gang. But I didn't say it. I didn't want to think of it. Not of the tenement, nor the Fianna warrior who'd been sent to find me. Derry O'Shea. Who was not really Derry O'Shea, but Diarmid Ua Duibhne, possessor of the legendary love spot which compelled any girl who saw it to love him. The love spot I knew he'd used on me. I hadn't seen him since that night, but I hadn't stopped dreaming of him. Every night, and each dream as troubling as the last. Patrick's words circled in my head. He means to seduce you into choosing them, and then once you do, he'll kill you. You're compelled, bespelled. This desire isn't real. Everything you felt for him was a lie. Mama's voice brought me back to the moment. Grace, this is all nonsense. What makes you think you could possibly be a Druid priestess? And that was the crux of it. Because I didn't have any power. I'd seen the Fianna glow, and I'd been burned by a Druid spellcasting stick, but that was all. And Aiden? My brother was a drunk, a gambler who'd lost whatever the bill collectors hadn't taken from us, but that night, he'd been glowing with power, calling up thunderstorms and opening the clouds to release a drenching downpour. Impossible. It was impossible. Aiden will know, Grandma had said. I burned to ask him questions. I wondered if he might understand the things she'd said, if he could tell me what I suspected, that everyone was wrong and I was not the veleda. But Aiden had disappeared that night. I don't know what power I'm supposed to have, I said to Mama. But Grandma said there was an archdruid who could help me. She told me to find him. Mama snorted. An archdruid. Well, there haven't been druids for what? 1,000 years. More than that. I don't know why a clever girl like you would believe such things. Your grandmother is mad. It's time we admitted it. She's been living in a world of fairies and legends, but it's not real. I wanted to believe I was just a normal 17-year-old girl who was marrying a boy who loved me and whom I thought I could love, and that Derry was only a ruthless gang boy I could easily forget. I wanted to ignore